Did you know there are unbelievably bizarre and incredible animals out there in the world? Today, we're introducing creatures that are not just weird or cute, but they come with amazing abilities, shocking appearances, and some real plot twists. These animals will completely blow your mind and change the way you think about the animal kingdom. So, are you ready to dive into the strange and mysterious world? Stick with us until the end, because you won't want to miss a second. 1. Mantis Shrimp, the boxing champion of the ocean. Did you know that there's a creature in the ocean with the most powerful punch? Despite its small size, it packs a hammer-like punch. Meet the Mantis Shrimp. But did you know this tiny creature can even injure humans? The Mantis Shrimp can punch at speeds of 80 kilometers h. This rapid impact creates a plasma effect in the water, causing temperatures to momentarily reach 4,000 degrees Celsius. It's so powerful that it can shatter not only shells and crabs, but even aquarium glass. One researcher was studying these creatures and accidentally put his hand into the tank. The Mantis Shrimp struck with such force that his finger was torn open, and even the bone took damage. This tiny creature holds an incredible amount of power. The ocean is full of incredible creatures beyond our imagination. The Mantis Shrimp may be small, but its power is truly astonishing. There's still so much to learn about this fascinating species. 2. Albino Gorilla, the rare white giant. Meet Snowflake, the only albino gorilla in the world, and definitely the coolest primate you'll ever meet. Born in 1964, Snowflake wasn't just any gorilla. He was the original snow leopard of the jungle, except, well, he was a gorilla. While most gorillas sport a dark, rugged look, Snowflake took the whole stand out in the crowd thing to the next level. With his pale white fur and bright, kind eyes, he looked more like a superhero than your average jungle resident. But Snowflake wasn't just a pretty face. He had albinism, a rare genetic trait, which made him even more special and definitely one of a kind. Imagine being the only albino gorilla in the world. Talk about feeling like a rock star. After a bit of an international move, Snowflake became a global sensation. Visitors came from far and wide to see the white wonder. Seriously, he was like the Beyoncé of the gorilla world, but with a little less dancing and a lot more eating bananas. Snowflake was a gentle soul, no drama, no diva attitude. He lived out his days with love and care, proving that sometimes the most unique creatures are the most peaceful. 3. Blue Dragon, the mini sea dragon. Meet the blue dragon, a tiny but mesmerizing sea creature that looks like it came straight out of fantasy world. But don't be fooled by its beauty. This little slug has a deadly secret. The blue dragon, or Glaucus atlanticus, is a type of sea slug that floats upside down, using the ocean's surface tension to stay afloat. But its real power comes from its diet. It feeds on venomous creatures like the Portuguese man war and stores their toxins to use as its own defense. That means a sting from this tiny creature can be even more painful than the jellyfish it eats. Despite its small size, it's one of the ocean's most fascinating predators. 4. Blobfish, the world's ugliest fish. The blobfish. You've probably heard it called the world's ugliest animal. And well, yeah, it does kind of look like it just rolled out of bed and forgot its coffee. But what if I told you that this ugly creature is actually an incredible survivor of the deep sea? Let's take a moment to appreciate this oddball. The blobfish lives in the deep ocean, where the pressure is about 120 times greater than what we experience on land. Its soft, jelly-like body is the perfect adaptation for these extreme conditions. Here's the thing. When the blobfish is at its proper depth, it doesn't look quite so, well, bloated. It's a sleek and streamlined creature, perfectly built for surviving the deep. But bring it to the surface and you get, well, this. With no bones and very little muscle, the blobfish doesn't swim like most fish. Instead, it floats above the seafloor, effortlessly waiting for food to drift by. It's like the deep sea equivalent of someone lying on the couch, waiting for pizza to arrive. Talk about living the dream, right? Instead of chasing prey, it simply opens its mouth wide and lets the current bring food straight to it. Lazy? Maybe. Genius? Definitely. So here's the plot twist. The blobfish gets a bad rap for being ugly, but in its natural habitat, it's totally normal. It's a perfectly adapted deep-sea survivor, thriving in the harshest conditions. When you see it in its natural environment, it's not the bloated, sad-looking creature we think of. It's a stealthy, calm predator, perfectly adapted to the depth of the ocean. The truth? It's not ugly. It's just misunderstood. 5. Platypus, nature's biggest prank? Meet the platypus, one of the most unusual creatures on Earth. This little mammal is like a mashup of several different animals, and it's sure to leave you amazed. The platypus is a mammal, but it lays eggs, just like a reptile. It has the bill of a duck, webbed feet like an otter, and a tail like a beaver. And did you know? The males even have venomous spurs on their legs. These strange features help the platypus thrive in the waters of Australia. It uses its bill to hunt for food underwater, and its webbed feet to glide gracefully through the water. 6. Naked mole rat, the immortal rodent? Meet the naked mole rat, one of the most bizarre creatures on Earth. This little underground dweller may look like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's very real and incredibly fascinating. With its wrinkled, hairless body and huge teeth, the naked mole rat is often called one of the ugliest animals in the world. But don't be fooled by its unusual looks. This creature has some remarkable qualities. Native to East Africa, naked mole rats live in massive underground colonies. They spend their entire lives below ground, rarely seeing the light of day. Their strong teeth help them tunnel through the earth in search of food. One of the most fascinating things about naked mole rats is their social structure. They live in colonies led by a single queen, much like bees or ants. The queen is the only one who mates, while the rest of the colony works together to maintain the tunnels and find food. Interestingly, naked mole rats can live up to 30 years, far longer than most rodents. And they're also resistant to cancer, a mystery scientists are still studying today. 7. Surinam Toad, babies hatch from its back? Meet the Surinam Toad, also known as the Peepa Peepa. This unique amphibian from South America is unlike any frog you've ever seen. At first glance, the Surinam Toad may seem like just a flat, camouflage blob. But look closer. With its large, webbed feet and smooth, leaf-like appearance, it's perfectly adapted to life in the water. It spends most of its time submerged, blending in perfectly with its environment. Its flat shape helps it stay hidden from predators and prey alike. One of the most fascinating features of this toad is its unique method of reproduction. Instead of laying eggs in the water, the female carries the fertilized eggs on her back. The eggs develop into tadpoles in her skin, and when they're ready, they hatch and swim away. 8. Sphinx Moth Caterpillar, the fake snake. Meet the Sphinx Moth Caterpillar, also known as the hummingbird moth caterpillar. This extraordinary insect may look a bit strange, but has some fascinating secrets up its sleeve. With its vibrant green body and large horn at the rear, the Sphinx Moth Caterpillar might remind you of something out of a fantasy. But don't be fooled, this caterpillar is a master disguise. Thanks to its color and shape, it can blend perfectly with its surroundings, avoiding predators. And when threatened, it can rear up and strike with its horn, scaring off any potential attackers. As it grows, this caterpillar prepares to undergo one of nature's most amazing transformations. After feeding, it will form a chrysalis, eventually emerging as a stunning sphinx moth, an expert at hovering like a hummingbird. 9. Basking Shark, ocean vacuum cleaner. When you think of sharks, you might picture sharp teeth and quick movements. But today's star is a little different. Meet the Basking Shark. It's the second largest shark in the world, but surprisingly, it's much more gentle than you might think. Basking sharks are typically found in colder waters and are often seen near the surface. The name basking comes from the way they seem to be soaking up the sun as they swim. The most incredible feature? This gigantic mouth. But don't worry, it's not for biting. Basking sharks are filter feeders, meaning they feed on plankton. They open their huge mouths, swim to the water, and filter out tiny organisms. Despite their enormous size, basking sharks are not threatening. In fact, their calm and peaceful nature makes them a favorite among divers who can get up close and observe them. These incredible creatures play an important role in the ocean ecosystem. However, due to illegal fishing and environmental changes, their numbers are decreasing. That's why it's so important to protect basking sharks. If we take small steps to protect our marine environment, these magnificent animals can continue to swim in the oceans. 10. Glass frog, the see-through amphibian. Meet the glass frog, one of the most fascinating and transparent creatures in the animal kingdom. Native to Central and South America, this little amphibian has a magical secret. What makes the glass frog so unique is its translucent belly, allowing you to see its internal organs, including its heart and intestines. It's as if the frog is made of glass. While its upper body is bright green to blend in with leaves, its clear underside acts as camouflage against predators below, helping it stay hidden in the trees. These frogs live in a rainforest, often resting on leaves above streams. They're most active at night, and their transparent skin is a perfect defense against predators lurking below. Which of the animals we introduced today was the most surprising to you? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We'll be back with more amazing animals and the wonders of nature. This was lots of information. Thanks for watching.